Alright folks, let's talk about something that can make or break your entire Sworn run. Weapons. Every time you dive in, the weapon you choose doesn't just deal damage, it completely shapes how you'll play the rest of the game. Some picks are flashy, but only shine when you've built the perfect setup around them. Others? They're like that reliable friend who always has your back, no matter what kind of build you're running. So today, I've put together a tier list to help you figure out which weapons are truly worth your time. We're going to break down the most adaptable, the most powerful, and the ones that can save your run even when everything else is falling apart. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which weapons to grab if you want to give yourself the best shot at victory. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking weapons in Sworn. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. Choi Tsao. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Arcane Blade. You know that feeling when you pick up a weapon and immediately regret it? Yeah, welcome to the world of the Arcane Blade. This weapon belongs in the D tier for a reason, and it's not being modest. First off, your light attack has a reload cooldown, which basically turns you into a patient monk, if you can survive long enough to actually swing it. Starting damage is painfully low, so don't expect to melt through enemies anytime soon. And the range? Let's just say it's awkward, like trying to reach the top shelf without a stool. You might hit something, or you might just flail dramatically. As for the character you'll be pairing this with, the Spectre, well, they're certainly haunting, but they don't exactly make this weapon shine. If you're imagining ghostly elegance, think more along the lines of a sluggish haunt that trips over its own sheet. The Arcane Blade might have a cool name, but in practice, it's more Arcane Burden. You'll be counting every swing and every miss, and honestly, it's a test of patience more than skill. So unless you're in it for a real challenge, or a good laugh at your own expense, this blade is definitely one you'd want to retire early in your run. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, hand cannon and mace. Ever grabbed a weapon that feels powerful until you actually try to use it? That's the hand cannon for you. This bad boy starts strong, packing some serious damage right off the bat, and the range is nothing to sneeze at. You can poke enemies from a distance like a sharpshooter, which is honestly satisfying. But, and it's a big but, those attacks are slow. Really slow. You'll find yourself staring at your target like, "Come on, move already!" And if you get too trigger-happy with the heavy attack, it can overheat, leaving you awkwardly twiddling your thumbs while your enemies close in. Add a touch of clunkiness to the mix, and suddenly you're more slow-motion chaos than lethal marksman. Then we have the mace, wielded by the ever-meditative monk. This weapon is fun because the heavy attack can go right through walls, perfect for those take-that-environment moments. You'll feel like a one-person wrecking crew when you land it just right. But don't get too carried away. The mace has clunky, awkward movement that makes dodging a bit of a struggle, and those long attack animations can leave you wide open. Timing is everything here, and if you mess up, you'll be eating a hit while your character slowly swings like they're auditioning for a medieval dance recital. Fun? Yes. Efficient? C tier for sure. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, sword, halberd, and gauntlets. Alright, now we're stepping up a notch. Say hello to the sword, wielded by the ever-daring vigilante. This weapon is nimble and agile, making it perfect for beginners who want to feel like a proper hero without immediately regretting every swing. You can zip around enemies, land hits, and actually enjoy the flow of combat. The only catch? Its range is pretty limited. Unless you snag the sword in the stone upgrade, you'll be leaning in a little too close to your foes. Think of it as a charming little sword that loves personal space. Just don't expect it to keep the really pesky enemies at bay. Next up, the halberd, handled by the sturdy rook. This weapon hits hard right from the start, giving you satisfying damage that makes each swing feel meaningful. And here's the kicker. Both light and heavy attacks can be charged for extra damage, turning a normal combo into a mini fireworks show of pain for your enemies. Of course, there's a trade-off. The halberd is slow like grandma with a shopping cart slow. Timing is key here. Miss your swing and you're basically handing your opponent a free hit while you flail. Patience is your best friend with this one. Now, let's talk gauntlets, also wielded by Rook. If you like rapid combos and flashy moves, these are a dream. Agile, fast, and perfect for stringing together attack sequences that look cool and actually hurt enemies. When you connect, it's pure satisfaction. The downside? Low starting damage. You'll be chipping away rather than smashing through foes, so it's more of a style over brute force situation. But with practice, the gauntlets can be downright fun, giving you that sweet feeling of being a whirlwind of punches in the heat of battle. B-tier weapons are where things start getting really interesting, trust me. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: chimes, scythe, magic staff, great hammer, bow staff, and claws. Welcome to the "This is where the real fun begins" tier, a tier weapons. These are the ones that make you feel like a total boss in combat, most of the time. First up, we have the chimes, wielded by the Serene Monk. These are fantastic for building up stacks of damage, which makes every subsequent hit feel more powerful. They're also great for hitting groups of enemies at once, perfect for that "I'm surrounded but so what" moment. Of course, there's a catch. The starting damage is low, so you'll need to be patient while you stack it up. And the range is a bit awkward, like trying to swat a fly with a broom. You'll get there, just not as elegantly as you'd like. Next, the scythe for the Spooky Spectre. This weapon is delightfully fast, making it a blast for quick slashes. Spin attacks are especially satisfying, perfect for clearing out mobs when enemies think they can crowd you. The downside? Yep, you guessed it. Low starting damage. It's more about speed and style than raw power at first, so don't expect to one-shot anything immediately. Now let's talk magic staff, again with the monk. This weapon shines at long range, letting you pluck enemies like fruit from a tree while staying safely out of harm's way. But be careful, the light attack has no close range option. If an enemy sneaks up on you, you'll wish you had something a little meatier in your back pocket. Enter the great hammer, wielded by Rook. This thing is a heavy hitter. The starting damage is solid, and the heavy attack is fast for a big weapon, letting you stack damage like a pro. The only problem? The light attack is slow and clunky. You'll need to commit to the big swings because the little ones aren't exactly graceful. Next up, the bow, used by the ever-precise Vigilante. High starting damage, excellent range, perfect for picking off enemies before they even know what hit them. The drawback here is that your movement is restricted while using a light attack. You'll feel like a sniper in slow motion, deadly, but not super mobile. Then we have the bow staff, also wielded by Vigilante. Fast attacks, high mobility, and the ability to dash cancel heavy attacks? Yes, please. This weapon makes you feel like a whirlwind of martial arts glory. The trade-off is the low starting damage. You'll need to string together combos and be strategic to make it truly shine. Finally, the claws, handled by Spectre. Fast attacks, agile movement, and combo strings that feel insanely satisfying. You'll be zipping around enemies like a shadow, landing hits before they even react. Again, starting damage is low, so you're relying on speed and skill rather than brute force. But once you get the hang of it, the claws turn you into a blur of pain and style. Definitely a top-tier experience in every sense. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: chakrams, tome, and armillary sphere. Now we finally reached the pinnacle, the S tier. These are the weapons that make you feel like an unstoppable force of nature, the ones you show off to your friends just to make them jealous. Let's start with the chakrams, wielded by the nimble Vigilante. These bad boys are versatile, giving you both ranged and close combat options. Combat feels fluid, almost like dancing through a storm of enemies, and they synergize beautifully with a lot of spells. Basically, if you want to feel like a combat wizard, this is your weapon. Next up is the tome, in the hands of the monk. The heavy attack has a huge range and can even hit enemies from behind walls, which is perfect for those peekaboo plays. Plus, the light attack is fast, letting you dish out quick damage without a hitch. Of course, nothing's perfect. The light attack requires you to stand still, so you'll need to pick your moments carefully. But in skilled hands, this thing turns the battlefield into your playground. Then there's the armillary sphere, used by the Spectral Spectre. Fast attacks, excellent stack building damage. It's perfect for chaining hits and making every swing count. You'll feel like you're juggling enemies effortlessly, and it rewards precision like few other weapons can. In short, S tier is where speed, style, and power collide. These weapons don't just make you strong, they make combat fun, satisfying, and downright addictive. Once you get your hands on them, there's really no going back. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.